Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to talk about a game that I've been playing since 2022. It's probably way past its prime of never hoping that a lot of people are going to see this, but I still wanted to talk about it. I still want to play a little bit of it on my channel because I do enjoy it. I have around, I'd have to check my Steam, I think like 300 plus hours on this, 330-ish. Yeah, really enjoy this game. Chances are, if you followed my channel because of my Tower Dominion videos, you most likely already know about this game. But if you don't, hey, you're in for a treat. So we're going to go ahead and play this. This is a roguelike tower defense game. Now, if you've never heard of this game, you will not start out with what I have. You have to unlock all of them, right? Over time. It takes a little bit. It doesn't take too long, but over time you will unlock all of this, which will increase the type of cards that rotate in, right? And I mean, you can choose to reset, which I've done once. But let's go ahead and play and see how far we can go. So, ready to start. When this game first came out, it didn't have all these options, but March of the Madness makes it to where it's like I would call it like hard mode. You get to choose basically buffs to the enemies and then your buffs. Whereas normal, you don't have the buffs to the enemies. That just naturally comes with getting through the levels. You can also choose Splitsville, where it automatically splits the paths a lot. Or this goofy one that is just first-person view running around. It's just an April Fool's joke they had back then. And then you can choose how many openings you want to start off with. And go from there. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to do a single. As you can see, my current record's on these. So let's see if we can push my record on this. All right, so these homes increase your gold value if you put a tower next to it. So if you hold down shift after you've clicked the tower, you can continue to place them. So I'm going to go ahead and plop them all down right here just to maximize this. All right, so first wave, we get to choose our buff. We're going to do the crit chance. And then we're going to choose... shoot, I don't know. What, I kind of want to do a cannon one, right? Cannon ones are a lot of fun because then I don't have to worry about mana. We can still end up doing a mana build, but I think I want to focus on this. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, so now this is what I mean by the March of Madness. Now you get to pick the buff to the monsters, right? And this ends up stacking, and it'll show on the left here later. So since we know on the first few waves, it's not going to have shields, we're going to go ahead and pick shields. Right, and then it shows right here. All right. Let's go ahead and put a cannon down. We don't have enough. All right. 300. All right, so this is where it becomes a gamble. Obviously, there's no trees currently, but you might get a path that has a ton of them. And it gives you a chance to get some cards if you chop them down if you have this buff. But you may select this in the second one that pops up and never see trees. So, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, yeah. And then we're going to get the mana crystals just in case. We end up going a mana route with the cannons, alongside with it. All right, so we're going to also choose fortified damage, reduce the incoming base damage, fortified monsters still. Yep, let's do that. All right, go. We don't have enough for our cannon yet. right, so we can double up our tree drop chance. That'll drop some cards. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll be done. And let's go ahead and start upgrading our cannons. And I'm going to also... I don't like using this because I like to slow them as much as I can. So let's do the shield. And I'm going to do this real quick. We're going to go to options. And we're going to change this down just a hair. Like, we want it there, but we don't want it, like, super, super loud. So I think what I'm going to do is actually turn the sound effects down. There. Let's see if that's better. All right. Let's see here. I do want to get some mana because what we're going to do, we don't need a ton of them though, but what I'm going to do is use the, probably the frost towers with these. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's get a mana bank and no, all cannons. Yeah, let's do that. And we're going to go ahead and do the shield again. All right, we have enough for one. And this one, we're going to do armor and then health. And as you place towers, by the way, they increase in cost for the next one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this so that we can actually regain health. And we want to go ahead and give our cannons the chance to bleed the enemies. And then give them a little bit more armor as their buff. Okay. Nice. All right, so it's gotten rid of all the armor on that. Now, one thing I want to bring up that I was kind of confused when this game first came out, it does not have the option to speed up your waves. You can, however, with a mod. You just have to look up where that mod is to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and get that. That's pretty strong. And then we're going to do burn damage on them as well. And give them more armor. So we did get a tree. Okay, so now let's erase that. And then we still don't have the other thing, so we're going to go ahead and give more burn damage. And we're going to give more health. And then pull this over here. We have enough to get another one down. So this one we're going to also prioritize. We're going to do health on this one. And then armor second. Leave this in progress. There we go. Now, these do slowly level up on their own, and based on the types they're hitting is the ones that it will increase. So, like, if it's hitting armor types, then the armor's going to tick down and get lower. You can manually upgrade them too, but it will cost your gold. bleed damage and raise attacks rate again. Even though we haven't seen them yet, we will. Let's go ahead and do move speed and go. Okay. And we're going to do the university, yeah. Just to have that out of the way. And then increase the university amount and the health. All right, so we're at wave 9. Wave 10, I think, gives us... Oh, I don't have enough yet. Hold on. Wave 10, I think, gives us some of the armor types, more of them. And you'll see it right here in a second. Maybe. Or is it? No, I think it's wave 11, actually. So we're still okay. We just need to get enough. We'll put some more of this down. We'll take them out. Wave 15, we get our first boss. Alright, this one we will do armor again and health. Doing pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do part 2 of that one. And here we go. Frost's Keep. That's the other tower we want to get. We're going to do health and go. So this will slow him down a little bit. It uses some of our mana, though. But yeah, the wagons, and then when they blow up, more mobs pop out of them too, so... Okay, so we could finish the scholarship one so we don't have this populate anymore in our thing. So that's done. Now we can do all tower crit, which I think that's pretty solid. Let's do that. And then we will do additional damage because at this point, if they hit us, we're pretty boned, all right? So we're going to put some of these down to make sure that it replenishes our health overall and increases our max health. Put like all of these down. Now max health is useful because once you start putting haunted houses down, the tax rate is based on your... it benefits more when you have a higher health pool. Okay. Not bad. I mean, we're knocking them out pretty good here. Let's go ahead and get all tower crit chance again. And I think that's the last one for the tax rate on those houses too. So I'll get that out of there. So let's do armor. All right, so we're still okay because we don't have the boss wave yet. I want to get our health up as high as we possibly can before we start seeing the haunted houses that we have to put stuff on, so that we actually get a lot of gold resource from it. Really do work on armor though, man. Yep, it just went up. What is this up to? 26% chance. We're gonna wait till that's way higher, and also hope that we see more trees too. Honestly. Okay, so all tower crit chance plus 5% again. Yeah, let's just keep doing it. All cannons do... I mean, we don't have anything with shields yet, but let's just go with it for now, just to get that out of the way. And then, yeah. Alright, so we still have one more wave before we have the boss fight, so let's go there. Get some more of these down. Do we have any over here? I don't think so. We can technically put some of these down to also increase our money, and we don't have enough to put down yet. Not bad. Probably should have downloaded the mod though, just to kind of speed it up. Because sometimes, I think that's one of the only drawbacks of this game, the base version of it. I mean, like, if you get the mod, obviously you can speed up, but like, it can take a while. It can take a long while. Let's go ahead and do cannons deal. More of the armor and more to health, and then we'll get their haste up, and then we're gonna put one more. No, we're not. All right, so we have a split now, and here's the boss. So we're gonna put one here, here, and here. All right, so we're gonna see how this goes. Sometimes it's like make or break with the Oogie. But we have a really long path here that we can really, really benefit from. And over time, if we do survive this, we can put a bunch of stuff right here that can just hit them as they keep pathing through. Alright, that just went up again. I don't know. I mean, we have more here too hitting, so there's that. Let's see how we do. And the slow is really helping us out, so... Needless to say, if the boss makes it to there, you lose no matter how much HP you have. And you have a boss every few waves, so you'll have one at 15 and then, you know, another level as well. So, all cannons deal poison damage now, so we're going to do that. All cannons deal +3 to armor again. Yeah. Now we're going to give the mobs 10% health. And then every time you kill a boss or a mini-boss, they drop a chest. So, let's... Not good. Not good. Alright, so let's increase the burn from our burns. And make it take more armor damage when they're burning. Alright, so that's good. Let's go. Ah, here we go. Here's where we start to make even more money. Surround them. Hold on. Is that? Yeah, it's there. Okay. Gonna go ahead and get some of these over here too, if we have enough gold. Trying to just get it to a point where our gold per turn is like sky high. We can actually do a lot of stuff between each wave. Because right now, as it stands, we can't really afford to place a lot of cannons at all. I mean, just starting off, they're expensive. Okay. Let's cannonballs have a chance to split with every hit. Yes. And all cannons gain a 15% crit chance. Yes. Increase the armor, but that doesn't matter because these kind of eat armor anyways. Alright, so first thing we do, target, that won't reach. They have to be at the same height, by the way. So that. And this. Let's go ahead and go this way. I think, is that a mini boss? I think that's a mini boss. Yeah. Yaga Baba instead of Baba Yaga. Well, he wasn't one that gives a chest though, so there's that. But it would have sucked if it reached there. Alright, let's get some more of these down. Alright, we do have that, so we'll put that there. And then what are we up to now on this? 34%? Not yet. And you're at level 6. Okay. Alright, so crits deal 10% of the target's current burn as extra burn damage. Yes. And then +2 to shields, yeah, we can do that. And then we're going to give the enemies a little bit more move speed. Alright, let's go here. And then place here, 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 here. I don't think we have any others around here. No. Go here. We'll wait for this. gonna have to start placing more cannons now because they're starting to break through. We want to kind of slow them down. So hold on, let's see if we could put like another one of these right here, and maybe another one right here. Actually, hold on, we'll put that in the center right here so it hits all of them. We kind of need to do this too. We don't have enough mana. Okay, and cannonballs gain +1 damage with every enemy hit. Yeah. And then burning enemies burn faster based on how much slow they have. So like the frost stuff is going to help us with that. So let's go ahead and do that too. And do health. All right, and let's get... Go ahead and get that. And then we're going to go that. Yep, that one is attached. So if you're ever like unsure if it's at the same level as that to get the bonus, just check if it has like nearby or whatever. Those are at 38%. Let's go ahead and put another one right here. Alright, so we have plenty of mana regen now. I have to say though, Frost Towers, OP. I mean, technically this is doing like a good chunk of the damage, and it's just one tower. And I haven't even really leveled it up myself. Which we'll start leveling up a lot of stuff later. Right now, I'm just trying to... Yeah, let's keep doing that. And then... Yeah. Armor. Let's go again. Okay, so... That one's at a different height. So this one probably reaches. Let's see. Yep. Actually, we're going to do another cannon. This one we're going to leave at progress only. And then call it good there. Yeah, okay. Now, some of these mobs, as you can see, another mob breaks out of it when they die. That's one thing about this game that makes it really difficult in the later levels. Alright, so we're gonna do ahead. Do ahead. Wow, English. Go ahead. All cannons range +3. And then All cannon steel plus 3 damage to health. We're gonna give it yet again more armor. We're gonna expand and let's also increase our income again. All right. And then mana. We have enough now. We're gonna put another one of these right here, and another one right here, and one right here. Now, one thing I've noticed about this game is that if you have too much going on, the audio will bug out in this game. But I'm gonna be real with you. Like for it being, let's see, what is the price of it nowadays? $14.99. It's 15 bucks. Can't really complain. Alright, so another cannon. Let's go ahead and put that one right there. And this one we will do armor and health again. Alright, all cannons gain... Ooh. Range again. Yeah, we'll do that. Poison damage, yes. We can max out everything. I think it's at like 50% each. Yeah. So let's do fortified on this one because I want to slow down the growth of the others for now. All right, more money. I think this one is at +1 height. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do that, and that. I'm going to put this one. And we're going to leave this one at progress as well. We just want to make sure that they're shooting in different directions and splitting, right? So that's why we're doing this. It kind of helps with the ricochet and bouncing off of others. And increasing the range helps a lot too. Alright, this one we're going to do most shield and then most armor. Alright, there we go. Okay, and then let's see here. Frost keeps deal extra damage to armor. Frost keeps gain burn damage as well. Yeah, let's do that. So the burn is just applied to it at all times. And we'll do more shield. Probably a mistake, but we'll do that. So let's go ahead and dump these again. I want to say that is, yeah, that's at a +1 level. Yeah, there we go. And what is this at? This is now at 46%. That's not bad. All right, so we're going to put another one down, and we're going to put it right here. And this one, we're going to do shield again and armor. Okay. All cannons, another crit chance. And oh, cannons again. Yeah, let's just keep critting. More armor. What are we at crit chance wise now? Okay, so even at level 2, we're already over the ×2. We're at ×3 now. Expand here. Is that at +1? No. It is at +2. Right? Yeah. And this one, +1. Alright. Now, we need to add another cannon. This one will leave at that, and then this one we wait to be able to place. Okay, so burn and yeah, well, we'll do that one too for everyone hit. And now we'll give the enemies 10% more health. So this starts to stack as you progress through this, by the way. And it's going to get progressively harder and harder and harder. And at some point, it's nearly impossible. Alright, so we have enough for another. We're going to put right there. And this one, we will do shield again. And near death. Alright, so we're on another Oogie. This one will turn into a bat later. So like, you'll take his HP cooldown, and then he'll turn into a bat, and then you have to kill him again. If either part of him hits this, you're done. Done. We had a mini boss. Let's open that up. +2 to armor. Yep. I'm gonna put this one right here too, and then we're gonna make this one near death. We just have more split up. Okay, we're burning through them pretty good though. So not bad, and it's getting slowed. There we go. Alright, so now let's do the burn again. And we're going to increase the bleed, burn, and poison stack. Like how much damage it does per tick, the max amount. And then we're going to increase the enemy shields. We have that chest. We'll do that. And call it good. Alright, so let's go here. Okay. We're gonna do least health on this one. And again, we're trying to get him to like ricochet and bounce off the different ones and face different directions. So it's not all just shooting the same one. I'm gonna put another one of these down now. I think though we're at the point now we can start debating like hitting these trees. I really wish we had gotten lucky and gotten like a patch with a whole bunch of them, but we didn't this time, it seems. So let's go ahead and increase the burn damage on that. Frozen enemies take an additional base damage from all. Yeah. And then more shield. We're stacking that shield right now. So I'm going to chop this one down and hope that we get a card drop. And we did. We didn't get anything good, though. And we'll chop this tree down, too. And nothing good again. Anything else hidden? No. No. Okay. Alright, let's put this. Now, if you play this game for a long period of time, many, many hours, you'll eventually probably do what I do and turn the volume down kind of low. But for the sake of this recording, I did turn it back up. So let's go to get that. And could still net 10%. Yep. Let's give them more health. And I'm kind of shocked that I'm not getting the one that increases the slow yet. That's the one I wanted to get, so I can really slow down the mobs. Oh, we do have another tree, by the way. And we did not get a card from it, though. That's a bummer. Alright, so we want to do that. Get some more gold. And then we'll keep stacking the cannonball for now. Give them more armor. And push this one. Right there. This around and increase that, and then it's like chaotic, man. Super chaotic. All right, so let's do crit chance for the frost tower and increase maximum slow. Here we go. That's what I wanted. And that's purposely why I have not selected any of the debuff where the max slow is decreased, because I wanted to purposely use these towers just to slow them down even further. We're going to put a couple of these down just to kind of increase our max mana pool here. Alright, what is this one? Health? We're going to start upgrading these. So they do a lot of damage. What are you? Shield? And increase the relieve. And one, yeah. Health. Have this, so we'll do that. Alright, what are you? You are one already upgraded. Alright, what about you? You are health. Where's the armor one? Shield. Armor? Armor. Here we go. do that, and then as they come through, they just get annihilated. Yep. It's working great. Alright, so frozen enemies take an additional 1 base damage from all, or attacks against bleeding enemies. Which ones do the bleed? I think it's just this. If this had bleed, I would do that. Let's do that for now, and then, well, shit, now we have a second chance for it, so let's just go ahead and do it. So yeah, this is what I mean. You can decrease it as the debuff thing, but I wouldn't. If you're using Frost Towers, don't do this. What we're doing now is we're beefing these up now because we really need to. Regenerate 1%, and poison. Flip that around. Ah, here we go. Now we can do the university too. Like a mini boss there too. Yep. Any of them that are named like that. But it's going through it. And let's go ahead and do more mana so we don't ever run out. And increase the damage on shields. Alright, so increase the damage on shields while also increasing the shields. That. It's looking okay. We're looking okay. All frost keeps gain 20. Oh, shoot, we kind of need that too. We'll just, oh man, yeah, we'll do that. And then we're gonna do the mana so we don't have to worry about running out of mana. And out of all of this, I don't want to lose this and I don't want to slow it down, so we're gonna have to do that. More mana. Do that, see if that eats up all of them. Yeah, shields are going down pretty fast there. Alright. Just like constantly upgrading the shield damage. Yeah, because there's another Oogie right there. All right, let's see how we do. I don't like any of these. Yeah, we'll make it through him. We're okay. Let's do more gold, and let's yeah, I also don't like any of these either. So we'll just kind of go with the ballista one for now. The thing is with this game, as you select certain cards, it kind of dictates what some of the others are going to pop up. Because some you have to select before they actually pop up, kind of thing. So if you're forced to select some, you might honestly ruin your chances of something else possibly, or decreasing the chances, not ruin, decreasing, I should say. All right, let's go. That's a +1. We're not going to do that. So let's go ahead. This one was the shield, right? Yeah. I'll do that to get rid of the shield. I'll save up and put a third one here for health. Gonna keep doing this over and over. Okay, all right. All frost keeps deal +2 to shields, and every enemy killed regains mana. I mean, like the frost keeps don't use a ton of mana. It's that's one thing I do like about the frost keeps, is that if you use them and you upgrade them, it does not increase the cost, right? The cost stays the same. That's one thing that's really cool about frost keeps, and honestly makes it kind of OP, is that you can stack these things and make them really strong, and they won't increase the amount of mana usage, whereas other mana ones will. So let's go. Okay, so this is the health one. Let's go ahead and beat that up. Save up and put another one here for shield. Okay, we're getting some that are bleeding through, so let's see how we do here. Not bad, not bad. We're up to level 37 now. Now, another thing to know about this game that's slightly different than the tower defense, the other ones, for example. I'll use Tower Dominion as an example currently because that's the recent one I played. When you actually play a playthrough, be prepared to be here at least an hour usually, if you're good enough at the game and have enough stuff unlocked to actually progress through these levels. Because at this point, it's close to an hour, and I'm only at level 37, right? So, yeah. Something to take note of. Frost and armor and go. This is just eating that stuff up, man. Holy shit. Alright, so we're gonna get another one and beef up the HP on it. Put it right there. Just keep dumping in this. Alright, so we have the cubes. These things are annoying because as they die, they still break up into other mobs and just get smaller and smaller until they're finally gone. But this game, I don't know. I've enjoyed it. I've played it quite a bit since 2022. For what it is and the price, this is definitely a tower defense game worth picking up if you have not heard of it or have not tried it yet. Let's see. All Frost Keep Steel +3, 2 shields. Yeah. Wait. Frost Keeps gain +1 range. Yeah. Oh, and again. Nice. Oh, all right. Let's close this one off, and let's get these. And hold on, we got another one right here. Yeah. All right, we're gonna put another one down, and this one we will do the armor again because it seems to be the most that's coming through here. Oh, yeah, and see, there's a named one right there. Let's put this one here, and then this one we will do help. So another comparison too, I want to say, like, in each of these games, there's things I like and dislike. But in this one, obviously, unlike Tower Dominion, you have a few paths you choose and that's it. This one, you have no paths, you have the levels. And what really changes the towers are the cards that you select from here. That's the roguelike aspect in this one. So all Frost Keeps gain +25% bleed. Yes. And more bleed. And then we're going to give them more health again. So we're over 130% bonus health on the mobs. Armor, shields. They're, 10 times fortified when they have it. So, yeah. We're constantly like buffing the enemies with every wave because we chose March of the Monsters. March of the Monsters. All right, let's get another one. And this one, we will do this again. Again. Go ahead and put another one in his beef up his health. Alright, so we're starting to see them pop up around here, so we're getting to a point that we're not doing enough damage. So now, +1 to armor. I mean, I don't really do anything with those. So let's do poisoned enemies taking an extra 1 shield damage from all attacks. So yeah, let's do that for now and give them more health again. At 150% health. Let's go ahead and push that one. And we're gonna put yet another one here. And this one, we'll do health again. Still having some make it all the way to him, because he's also teleport, that's why. I remember now. They're a pain in the ass. For the record, the last time I played this, because I haven't played it in a while, was like November. So I have forgotten a few things about the game since then. They're splitting up as they die. These are troublesome. Okay. More crits again. And more crits again, yeah. And then, well, more damage when crits, basically. Let's see here. We will get that, and that. Alright, so these are still cheaper than cannons, so we're going to place another one down. And this one's going to be armor. And then we're going to place another one down. And this one's going to be shield. Another one, and this won't be help. All right, so we have quite a few popping up over here, though. Are we gonna make it? Let's just do shields and poison enemies take shield damage from all attacks. Give it more shields, and we're gonna go ahead and seal this one. Okay, and then we're gonna put some more here in the Gauntlet of Death. All right, so I'm gonna do more health. Okay, it's doing all right. It's doing all right. All right, let's get another. And this one, we will do armor again. Yeah, it's burning through stuff, though. Man. And it is still cheaper to drop prosecutes even after how many I've already placed. So we're going to keep placing them until they overtake the price of cannons. Alright, so... These are still good because as they're coming up, they're getting hit and getting weakened before they hit this. Alright, so we have some resources. Let's see here. It gains 1 range again. Yeah. And then we're going to put poison enemies again and give the enemies 20% more armor. Alright, so those are all sealed off. We're almost at the final wave, at least before endless mode. Yeah, after this, the next wave's the final one with the big bad. Alright. But then the damage scaling, or the difficulty scaling, I should say, drastically increases once you go into endless mode. Alright, so we're going to make this one health too. Off another one. I think I'm gonna put like a couple of health ones here because once they reach that point, it's like we need more to do more damage. Prevent them from getting too far into this. Let's get this up to like level 20. It's at level 15 right now. 18. Because this is also gonna start hitting these along the edge. Which is always good. Alright, that's at 20 now. We're doing okay. They're not really getting that far. So I want to say we should, keyword here, we should be okay. Okay. We're gonna do +2 health, and then we're gonna give everybody +20% more armor that has armor on it. Now here's the last one, and here's the last boss. Another one here, and do it with health as well. I'm trying to get the health damage up so high that a lot of these ones that end up splitting like this are already done with their splitting by the time they reach about here. Mostly. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. Real test is when this thing gets here, if we do enough for that. Teleporting, that's bad. Alright, here we go. Here's where we start to see if it takes enough damage or not. The big boss, the final one. Well, the final one before Endless. right, so these are going down. Yeah, we got this. Look how fast it's going down. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Actually, wait, I forgot about this. He does split. Oh no. Do we have enough? Do we have enough damage to burn through? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. I thought we were screwed there for a second, guys. And we have it. All right, so that's it in a nutshell, guys. So for the sake of this video, I could click endless mode here and continue, and it will get a lot more difficult. The scaling it ramps up pretty quick. So if you have this, or if you've never reached this, if you've never bought this and you're still interested and you want to do something like that, just be aware that the endless mode is quite difficult, and is really dependent upon what you've built. But for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that because I don't want to make this like a 2-3 hour long video. So anyways, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and let me know if you like these kind of tower defenses. If you do, I'll make some more videos like this and post on the channel. But also keep your eyes out for more tower dominion videos on top of that. But anyways, guys, until next time, take it easy.